Alright, so right now I'm in Arkansas. I just overnighted this load 609 miles from Georgia to get here. I got 45 minutes left on my clock and I have 2 stops to make this morning. So this one was due at 5. I got here about 4:20. Now I'm waiting for that phone call to get a door. It's beyond 5 o'clock right now. I don't even know what time it is. But my hope is that I'll still be able to make that other drop on time. I'm not too familiar with that customer. I've never delivered there before. But that's the plan. Now, it's only 3 miles away. Everything really just hinges on how fast they can offload their stuff so I could get out of here and get to that next one.
Traffic light.
Alright, so of course today ended up being one of those quote-unquote that's trucking days. Things did not necessarily go as planned, but it'll work out in the long run. Right now, I'm completely out of hours, so I'm on personal conveyance right now. I need to get to a truck stop close by and actually catch some sleep.
In 1 mile, keep right to West Roosevelt Road.
Currently, I'm in Little Rock, Arkansas, and I absolutely hate it here. I'm gonna explain all that when I get parked up, the situation, what ended up happening, and all that good stuff. But for now, we in the gutter part of the city. I'm finna pull up to the Petro up here in North Little Rock. And to the rookies out there, I'm telling y'all right now, if you can help it, avoid staying here as much as possible. Only reason I'm sleeping here is because the sun is up, for one, and two, I don't really have much of a choice. So once that sun go down, I'm gonna head out. Dad had to go get my next load. This dude flying off this exit. Dad had to go get my next load, shoot over to that location. Like I said, it's due tomorrow. I'll be able to get it done, but I got a little bit of a sleep that I need to burn off. It's one of those cities you really just don't mess around with. You know, if you're gonna be at the truck stop, be at the truck stop here. Don't go around, don't go walking around, don't go exploring. Ain't nothing to see here, bro. I'm telling y'all that right now. They get busy down here in Little Rock. Same thing with West Memphis, same thing with Memphis. Heck, Atlanta, same deal, Birmingham. These southern cities, Baton Rouge. I don't even know if there's a truck stop in Baton Rouge, but if you do stay there, you know, don't screw around down there too. You down here in the southeast, you get dirty down here, quick. You can mess your day up in a hurry. Turn that CB
Arriving
off,
at Petro stopping centers on the right.
I partially came here because that Blue Beacon is across the street. I need to get my trailer washed out before I leave to go pick up my next load. And the closest place to wash it out, where I'm picking up, doesn't open until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. It realistically doesn't make sense for me to wait that long. So we're gonna go ahead and get perched up. Try to park somewhere ain't nobody really gonna bother me for real. Ideally a spot that's level. And if it is tilted, it's tilted to the passenger side, you know what I'm saying? Where the blood ain't going to your head. The stuff I learned over time, learned the hard way. You wake up with a huge headache screwing around like that. And I already see what spot I'm going for. You see that white Volvo, that white, not Volvo, Freightliner over there. Hopefully that guy don't take that spot. Or, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna park over here. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go around, go to that side. It'll be easier to get up out of here. You see how I'm strategizing or whatever? These spaces are pointed towards a dead end or somewhat of a dead end. It'd be unnecessarily tight for me to get out. So to make the most sense is to swing around this way to where it's pointed towards the exit. Take one of these spots right here. And I can see this spot over here is tilted toward the passenger side. Take up all all that space. Oh, no one coming. Good. Messed that up a little bit, but we'll make it work. Just like that, we good. Gonna go ahead, poke around under the hood, but what the heck is that? Yo, that's unearthly. I ain't never seen nothing like that before. And yes, I'm Croc Nation. Go ahead and judge me. I'm a believer. It's that Navistar A26 right here. People, like, real talk, borderline have a heart attack when I tell them that's the motor I'm running with. It's like, yo, why ain't it a Cummins, man? If it's not a Cummins, it's not real. Listen, she right here, she been a trooper. I don't care. She done made me a lot of money. She's been reliable. I've had very few issues out of it. One issue I did have, that ECM that went out. At one point it freaked out. I was in Mount Vernon, Missouri. All the lights on the dash lit up and I had no power to the gas, but it just wouldn't move. But I literally sat for 30 minutes and then it got back on. I was able to get to the dealership up there in Springfield. Turned out there was a recall on it, so they replaced it. Haven't had an issue out of that since. And the other issue I had, come over to this side, I had turbo went out. Of course, there was a recall on the downpipe, but that turbo got replaced. I was only down for a day when that happened. So other than that, it's been no big deal. Neither of those issues were close together either. It was, sporadic. It happened. The coolant good. Washer fluid, ain't got to worry too much about that. I already checked the brakes and stuff. I know my brakes are solid. No cracks, bends, no brakes over here in the spring arms or nothing. I did replace that shock absorber too. I replaced both of them when that one went out, but very minor issues out of this truck, for real. So it's been somewhat of an eventful night. Essentially, like I said, I started off in Georgia, drove 609 miles to Arkansas, had 2 drops, right? Now, I'm early for my first one, but they made me late for the second one, right? So I'm sitting there, I'm waiting, I'm getting unloaded, I'm waiting for the phone call and all that stuff. Nothing happened. Then I do get a phone call. Lady telling me, she's like, hey, pull up to the receiving office. So I was like, all right. So I pull my truck out of the door. Me being me, where I'm from, I'm thinking, pull up, me, go to the shipping office. Silly me, right? I walk in there, and she goes, I didn't tell you to come here. I told you to pull up. What? And I said, pull up to the shipping office. I didn't tell you to come in. All right, excuse me. I'm like, is my paperwork ready? She's like, actually, no. Why haven't you paid? What do you mean, why haven't I paid? This is what's going through my head. I'm like, I hadn't got no notification or nothing saying I need to pay anything. Yes, you did. Now, at this point, I got the angel and the devil on my shoulder. The angel is telling me, you don't hit women. The devil is telling me, she look like a dude anyway, bro. you know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna understand. I wanted to snap. See, I hate that ghetto garbage, bro. I really do. These southern, southeast type cities, Little Rock, heck, you could throw Chicago in the mix too, anywhere in New Jersey. I hate that crap, right? So at this point, I'm doing my best not to blow a gasket. Because if I'm telling y'all how the information, your response needs to be, do I have the right phone number? I'm gonna resend it. Make sure you get that. Simple fix, right? Not, yes, you do. You calling me a liar? Needless to say, she resent the information. $350 for the lumper fee. whatever. I pay that, get my paperwork, on to the second stop. I was an hour and a half late for the second one because of that. I pull up over there. This lady is much more understanding. She's like, you had a 10 o'clock appointment. What happened? I was held up at my first drop. Okay, I get it. My nose wants to sneeze right now, so excuse me. So I understand. I'll give you a call with a door. I appreciate you. So I go sit back in the truck, phone ring, boom, go to door 47. Cool. Back up to door 47. Mind you, no pull-ups. I'm the king of back and ain't nobody better than me. One shot that joint. Get back, I'm waiting. My clock burning. Because I split the clock to make the second appointment anyway. Clock is burning, all that. Get that phone call. Hey, I sent you a notification. She did it the proper way. I sent you a notification, $250 for the lumper. All right, for 5 pallets, but all right, $250, cool. So I pay that. Now I'm just waiting. I wait about another hour and a half, give or take, to get that next phone call. Your paperwork ready, come get it. Boom, grab my paperwork, I bounce. Now I'm over here in Little Rock, Arkansas. I can't explain to you guys the amount of disdain I have for this area. The whole Arkansas as a state, the only good thing here really, I would say, might be Fort Smith or pretty much anywhere on I-49, pretty much. That's about it. Everything else is 40, 30, all of it is garbage. And if I could just write this state off altogether, I would, but it always pays good to come here. It always pays good to leave. That's the only reason I'm here, bro. It's the only reason I'm here. But it's cool, though. This next run I'm doing ain't going far. It's a cool little 400-mile run, $250 a mile, nothing too crazy. It'll be a good run for my payroll. This is actually lining up to be a good week. See, I'm not going to act like this the kind of money you make all the time, because like the way that I just tell you how the revenue numbers for me and the way it's set up, why it's decent for me, you know, all the discounts and stuff I have, it's lining up to be right around 5,400. I could do another short run, make it about $6 grand. Last week I put my truck in the shop for maintenance, preventative maintenance, nothing broke, nothing like that. It's just, you know, I was spending money to keep it running. You got to do that. You know, it's an investment at the end of the day. So I had to do that. Didn't really make anything last week. Week before that, I made about half what I'm used to seeing as far as profit goes, which sucks. Like I said, I've just been in back-to-back nonsense, and the nonsense continues. I've been awake since 5 p.m. Central Time yesterday, leaving from Georgia. So it was, what, 6? 5 p.m. over here. It's a little after 3 p.m. now. I still haven't slept. So luckily the next load I'm picking up is a drop-in hook at the pickup. So I'll get there when I get there. I ain't in no kind of rush. You know what I'm saying? That sleep debt. That's no joke. So I'm asleep. I'm not even gonna set an alarm. I'm asleep for as long as my body wants me to. And when I wake up, I'll get the trailer washed out. I'll throw some fuel in it, and I'll get moving from there. But until that happens, I'm not going nowhere. But that's all I wanted to say. Just a little quick update what's going on, what I'm going through a little bit, you know what I'm saying? As I always tell you guys, be happy, stay blessed, and listen, this is the most important part right here. Listen very, very carefully to what I'm about to tell you. Do not be afraid to make drastic changes in your life. Listen, fool, it might end up being the best decision you ever made. You understand that? Do you feel that in your soul? Do you feel it in your spirit? It really might. And with that being said, I'm gonna get some rest. I'm Gold Phoenix, and y'all be blessed.